What's happening, my YouTube peeps? It is Saturday morning. What is the date today? 16th, right? No, 13th. Man, that's right, because Monday's the 15th. Saturday, July 13th. It is 8:53 in the morning. And I've got to go run some errands for my mom, which, if you've been watching my videos for a little while, you know that Mom lives in Michigan. So does Dad. That's where I grew up. And I live in Fort Wayne. So I'm heading to Michigan to take Mom her rototiller, and she made me some of my most favorite jam, her strawberry freezer jam. Tell you what, that stuff is just about perfect. Well, actually, I think it is perfect to make strawberry shortcake with, because it tastes like strawberry shortcake, strawberries prepped and ready to go. But anyway, run up there, take care of that, drop off her tiller. You guys probably want to know what's going on with Celadon and Quality Drivers. My doctor, who is a procrastinator of paperwork, has had not filled out that paper until 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, Friday afternoon. And my doctor, or the clinic down there, didn't get the fax until 2:08, and they didn't have time to process it before they closed at 3, because they close at 3 on Fridays. So needless to say, I'm not going to the BMV today to get my permit, which means I do get to drive on the lot on Monday to train and backing, which is fine. I mean, at least I'll be out driving in a truck and not like the guys who have to sit in the classroom and continue to study because the BMV on Mondays is closed. So no one will be getting anything on Monday, and on Tuesday I'll get my permit, because they should have my medical ready by then. I should hope they'd have it ready by Monday first thing, or some point on Monday, because they've got what they need now. They say it sucks getting older. I don't know about that, but I do know it sucks being on medication that you have to get a medical release for. I wish they would have told me that up front, because I would have said, give me the paper, I will make sure it's signed and prepped and whatever, and bring it with me to class. But that's one thing that when I talked to Roadmaster, they told me that, you know, I would have to have that. I couldn't attend there without it. So, you know, it's like, okay, send me the release and I'll get it filled out. And I figured it would be the same over there, but, you know, they're an infant school right now at Celadon and Quality Drivers. They're just, you know, this is only the 18th class to go through, and they're still learning so much. There's so much that they're trying to get going. Plus, you know, they're building the new student life center, or whatever you want to call it, which will probably be the dormitories, the classroom. It looks like they're building the out behind it. They're building the range for you to go out and practice on, because right now the range is actually around the corner in the trailer storage area, trailer storage lot, and then on the back side of that lot is where they have the range set up now. And of course it's a gravel lot, so, but whatever. So I don't get to drive on the road on Monday. I'll get to do that on Tuesday, possibly. And yeah, I've also learned a few things. If you're wondering why YouTube videos are sporadic, 2 things about the Google YouTube, the YouTube app. If you aren't connected to Wi-Fi, it will not upload videos. At least on my phone, it will not upload a video if I'm on the cell network. If I'm on the 3G, 4G network, it will. Even if I'm on the 4G network, it will not upload. It won't even, it'll just sit there and queue at 0% or whatever percent you left off at. Actually, a couple videos I had to restart last week. I also discovered that in our hotel where we're staying at the Quality Inn, the Wi-Fi is great until everyone comes back from school or when the hotel gets filled up, because from what I can tell, they only have what looks to be 2 or maybe 3 hotspots. You get 20, 30, 40 machines connected to those hotspots, and your data speed becomes almost nothing. Oh yeah, coffee. Breakfast of champions. I'm not hungry for breakfast, so I'm not eating breakfast today. Plus, Mom and I will go out to some yummy lunch somewhere, so. How's the tiller riding back there? You guys see it? I don't know if you can see it or not. It's tied down if you can see it. Yes, the back of my truck is open, because with the cap on, it won't fit inside. Stevens! Just past the Stevens truck. So there you go, Matt. Stevens. Shout out there, buddy. Anyway, this video will actually get edited and posted. I didn't do a video yesterday because I was really upset because I didn't get the medical in time. Then traffic was a nightmare, because Friday traffic is always a nightmare for those of you who drive, and for those of you who live in larger cities, Friday night traffic is always a nightmare. You got people going out of town, you got people trying to get home so they can go out for the night. You got it's a nightmare. And then when I got up near Marion, up near 264 exit on 69, just past that, there was a traffic jam for the construction that was at 271-ish. And yeah, I sat in that mess for almost an hour, along with a couple hundred other people, a couple hundred other cars, and trucks, and big rigs, and whatever. It's kind of irritating. So, I didn't do a video yesterday, but there really wasn't anything to tell. The best way to describe yesterday was, have you ever been, you remember back when you were in high school, and it was the last day or last couple days of school, and you had nothing to do, all your tests were done, everything was done. They were giving you knowledge, trying to say, oh, you might want to prepare for this for the fall, you might want to whatever. And you're sitting there thinking, I don't care, this is my last day, get me out of here, I just want to leave. Well, that was yesterday. For those who still are trying to pass the tests, it wasn't yesterday, but since I passed my tests on Wednesday, the last 2 days have been studying pre-trip, and I actually started writing out or typing out my pre-trip, because when I do that, it helps it stick into my brain, and then I tend not to forget it. So, anywho, I'm gonna get up here, get done what needs to be done. When I get back home, I'll edit down this video and post it for you, so you guys can see it. You're going to get 2 videos today, because I got my phone while I was at the house on my Wi-Fi. You know, the funny thing is, you get used to, at least here in Fort Wayne, the internet connection is, compared compared to most places I go, the internet connection here in Fort Wayne, wherever you go, is just blazing fast. That's one of the things about Fort Wayne that just, I love it for that. For one, that's one of the reasons why I love it. Because whether you go with FiOS on Frontier's network, or if you go with Comcast, your high-speed internet is insanely high speed. I mean, it is fast. And I get down to that hotel and the internet is chugging along maybe a megabit per second, just not much. And then I use my phone as a hotspot. If I get a solid connection, I can get maybe a couple megabits. They have no Wi-Fi at the training school, because the school is like shoved in a corner office, more or less. They're at Celadon's main campus, so they're waiting for the building to be complete, so I'm imagining they'll put Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff over there. Maybe not, who knows, but I think they should have a public hotspot for the students, because students are sitting in there, and I'm telling them to go to thetruckersreport.com and take the practice test, because I did that a ton of times and I mastered my test. Now I've been reading the manual, watching videos, studying this stuff since early May. So, I've already got a lot of it pumped into my brain, but taking those practice tests definitely gave me confidence. Now, when Celadon said, "Oh, we want you to have tanker endorsement too," I'm like, "Oh, that's the one thing I didn't study, because I didn't really plan on doing tankers." And no, Celadon does not have a tanker division. They don't pull tankers, but what they do pull is totes, which is a giant, like 500-gallon container that fluid goes into, and it's got a metal mesh cage around it, and they load it on with a forklift. So you can get some tanker effects pulling a load of liquids like that. So that's why they want everyone to start having tanker endorsement out of the school. Of course, we were the guinea pig class to get to do that, so, which was fine. Out of all the tests, that's one of the ones. Like, I did the general knowledge test, and the computer-based training stopped testing me at question 45, because if I failed every question after that, I would still pass. And when I did air brakes and combination vehicles, I took all the questions, all 25 and all 20. When I did tankers, which is the one I was truly worried about, I got to question 18 and the test ended, which means I only missed 2. So, no, I only missed 1. So I was because you're allowed to miss, I think, 4 on that one. But anyway, whatever it was, it ended early, so I was kind of surprised by that. But I'll get back over here. So yeah, that's pretty much the excitement. Monday, like I said, I'll be out on the range all day, waiting my turn to get the back, and I'll be, from the way the instructor explained it, you're gonna get multiple times in the truck to back, plus there's a truck out there to practice pre-trips. And because I want to pass on my first attempt to go and take the test, I will be pre-tripping like a mad nut, just so I can make sure that I got that bump down. Oh, and tonight, later this afternoon, I have to practice my piano skills, keyboarding skills, because tomorrow I'm playing keys at church, and so I'll be rehearsing all the tunes tonight, make sure I've got them all locked down in my brain. Woo. So, if you want to dare to venture to watch me play in the band tomorrow, you can go to lifebridgechurch.com and click on the live stream. Oh, Mommy's calling. I'm going to talk to Mommy. Hang on. You guys won't get to hear that conversation I just had on the phone because I will edit that part out. But I actually recorded it on video because I didn't feel like stopping the camera and starting it again. Sorry, just how I am. Anyway, you guys can go to lifebridgechurch.com and we have a live stream there. You can watch the service and hear my mad piano skills or the lack thereof. Yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys, because I'm gonna listen to the worship set list off my phone. I got it stored on my phone. So I'm gonna listen to that while I'm driving and can't shoot video of it because then I'll be putting copyrighted material on YouTube and that's not allowed. 7 threes for this Saturday, and we will see you guys Sunday for the drive back to the hotel. Yeesh.